Okay, so getting back to what we went over, it's bell ringer today. Describe Voltaire's Enlightenment thought. And Holden said, go ahead, say it again.
He believed in religious tolerance and separation.
Yeah, good job. So separation of church and state. Make sure that these religious ideals aren't really governing the people and setting up to the point where it causes conflict with other countries and disputes amongst the people over religion and how it should be followed. Okay, good job. All right. So for many years, that was many issues for multiple countries throughout the world, not only just in Europe but throughout the world. Okay, even today, there's still wars fought and conflicts fought about religion. Okay, and this thought and belief that maybe if we just separate the two, we would have less disputes, less issues. Makes sense, right? What do you think, Alex? Yeah, I think so too. All right, so real quick, I know we went over all the Enlightenment thinkers, but let's go over it one more time. Make sure we have it nailed down. Okay, Voltaire, we already went over. Okay, we're gonna go from the beginning. Hobbes. Z, what was Hobbes famous for?
Saying that absolute monarchy was the best form of government and all men were born greedy.
Yeah, good job. So all people were born greedy, selfish, right? They were mean. They were bad. Okay, immoral characters. So they need absolute monarchy to guide these people through life, right? Okay, their social contract is derived from the authoritative approach that government needed to be in the people's lives. All right, good. That's Hobbes. Next one we talked about, Locke. The lock and key, right? Yeah, lock and key. Alex?
Government had to protect the natural rights of life, liberty, and property.
You got it. Good job. Life, liberty, property, natural rights that government had to protect that for the people, make sure that was provided to them. Good job. All right. Next one we have was Rousseau. Laura, go ahead. You got it. Look at that. Rousseau social contract. Yeah, good job. So a social contract where the people give up certain rights, right? Freedoms in order for the public services, in order for economic decisions. Okay, maintain social order and national defenses, right? The purposes of government. Okay, that social contract. Good job. All right, next one, Montesquieu. Oh, you just answered one. Let me go to someone else. Hannah, go ahead. Yeah, good job. So separation of powers, right? Make sure there's checks and balances amongst all these branches. And Montesquieu, remember Montesquieu? Okay, we're separating powers. And then what are those branches of government that we later just picked up and thought was a good idea? Z?
Legislative, executive,
You got it. Good job. Legislative, executive, judicial branch. And they're all separate powers, okay, making sure that not one branch is too powerful, and they all have different powers that and power and authority that the other might not have. Good job. Montesquieu. Last one, I think it was just Voltaire, right? Yeah, Voltaire. We already know separation of church and state. That was a bell ringer for today. Remember the V. Church on one side, state on the other. You're separating the two. Any questions on that, guys? Is that an easy way to remember? Okay. All right. So how's the projects coming? Working on here and there? Okay, good job. So remember, Mondays when those projects are due, we're going to do presentations then. Friday. Okay, so I might not be here Friday. So current events, we have Holden and Lydia. So you guys are good for tomorrow, right? Okay, sounds good. And I will have an assignment posted on Google Classroom for you for Friday. Okay, so just check there, get that assignment finished, done, and we'll move on. Sound good? Cool. And if you get finished with that, what do you think you should work on? Austin, what do you think? When you get done with your assignment on Friday, what do you think you should work on? Yeah, the project. Yep, good job. Okay, here we go. All right, so chapter 2. I'd like you guys to open up the textbook right now. So we'll go to the freedom, government. Okay, we're going to go to classwork. On the left side, I know there's filling up with topics because I got to do each individual day. Unbelievable, but hey, it is what it is. General information. We're going to go down. the chapters, chapter 2, bang, right there. And we're going to go to page 3840. 3840. I'd like you to start at government in the colonies. And I want you to finish up at 40. So 38 to 40. So starting off with government in the colonies on page 38. I think that part's pretty cool on page 40, the turkey. Ben Franklin wanted the turkey to be the symbol of America, not the eagle. Oh, that was pretty neat. Can you imagine an eagle or a turkey as the symbol, gobbling away? Call us the gobblers, the Hokies. All righty, you guys finished up there? You need more time? How about one more minute? One more minute. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, before we get to colonial heritage, all right, let's start off with the first influence to our Constitution, the framework of our government. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who was the first influence that we used? And what was it? Do you remember? I have to look back to your bell ringers. Last week, maybe the week before. Probably. It was just last week. Holden, you remember?
Last week, I don't remember.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, man. You weren't watching the videos, were you?
Didn't do any.
Yeah.
Ever.
Playing Fortnite at home. Yep. Propping his feet up. Watching the debate. Do we remember Lydia? What's that? Ancient Greece and Rome, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. So Greece and Rome. Okay, and what did they have to offer? What did we take from them? What did we take? There's a lot of things we actually took, but what was the main things, the basic things? Z, go ahead.
Reform of government.
In what ways? What's that? Democracy. Yep, good job. Democracy, right? And then, with a republic electing officials to make decisions for the people. Good job. And we talked about some of the architecture that we use for public buildings, okay, our governmental buildings. And then we talked about the Senate, okay, how that was established to relate and reflect what Greece and Rome had, okay, especially Rome, I guess it would be. Yeah, it would be Rome. Okay, so the Senate, okay, the executive branch, very similar. Okay, legislative branch as well. Okay, we're taking these ideas from these ancient civilizations and forms of government. All right, good. Then we got to English heritage, right? What do we take from England? What were some good ideas we took? Lydia, go ahead.
English people that have natural rights and beliefs.
Okay, yeah, good job. So natural rights, all right. So kind of what the Enlightenment thinkers thought and believed, and what pushed them, England, to accept these roles was because these Enlightenment thinkers. Good. What else, Sarah?
Like Magna Carta, like influencing not to allow like a monarchy or any kind of like absolute power.
Yeah, good. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's all.
All right, yeah. So Magna Carta, good. So Magna Carta, making sure that the government's not too powerful, and that is the power is kind of broken up amongst a body of legislators, people that were elected by the people. Okay, and to try to limit the power of the government. Good job. Anything else? I think there's an unwritten constitution, right? Right. So giving these rights to the people that the government can't really take away, and it's unwritten. It's just basic knowledge, right? Rights and laws that we should abide by and follow. Okay, good. I think that's pretty much it. Or was there more? I think that's for the most part what we were getting after. All right, and then we talked about the Enlightenment thinkers, which I don't think I need to discuss anymore. Okay, which England actually took a lot of these ideas from these Enlightenment thinkers for the most part. Okay, obviously, these Enlightenment thinkers pushed for governments and countries to reform and to have rebellions and revolutions to create a government for the people. Okay, so American Revolution, French Revolution, right? All kind of emerged from these people's ideas and thoughts of what government should be for the people. Thank the Lord that happened, right? Okay, so we talked about many Enlightenment thinkers. We know that already. Look at them twirling around there. Cool. And then colonial heritage. Here we go. Last thing I want to talk about today, colonial heritage. All right, so you read about the Mayflower Compact, and what was that? What was the Mayflower Compact? Ooh, sorry about that. What was the Mayflower Compact? What did that do? What did that establish? And why do you think the United States wants to use that form of government in their own society and their own government moving forward? Lydia?
For the colonies to have like a self-government.
Yeah, self-government. Good job. All right. Good job. So everybody has a say, right? Democracy kind of runs through that, and the idea that people will choose their representatives. And with the Mayflower Compact, I think it was 41 families, right? The book said one member of each family had a say in of how the government should look, and who they should maybe elect as politicians or public figures for the people to decide on laws and solve civil disputes. And we took that idea and we kind of ran with it, right? That was pretty good. All right, the next thing, House of Burgesses. I don't know if that was in the reading or not. I don't think it was. Okay, so legislative house that met and discussed debate issues, make laws, and pass taxes for the whole colony. So this was a unicameral form of legislation, one house. Okay, later we'll adapt to a bicameral, which we'll talk about here soon, when we have disputes amongst the states. Okay, with population and representation based off population, which we'll talk about more probably Monday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, and then we talked about, well, you read, okay, some of the issues that, Connecticut, Massachusetts, when they're creating a constitution, that all the states would create their own form of written laws that are set out for the people of their designed area. Okay, so each state constitution, right? And then how we'll have a national constitution, right, that we're looking to create right here, right? All right, sounds good. When did they meet? May 25th, 1787. Delegates arrived in Pennsylvania State House. Has anybody visited there? Checked it out? You guys have a field trip there at all? Yeah, Lydia? When was that? 5th grade. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Field trip.
Yeah, we should go. Maybe a virtual field trip. Who knows? Who knows? I went with my buddy. It's called don't tell anyone, a beer garden. It's pretty neat. Okay, it's just a place where adults go to hang out. And it's right across from Independence Hall. It's really cool. Like the Liberty Bell's right there, Independence Hall. And we go check it out. It's really fun. It's pretty cool to check out. And when you're older, you can check out that place. Yeah, there you go. It's neat. It's neat. But yeah, in Philadelphia, Independence Hall. We all know that. We checked that out before. You had a field trip there. You remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's cool. That's cool. All right, so who was there? There you go. So 12 states. Rhode Island was the one that didn't go. They thought, you know what, we're a small state at the time, and they're based heavily off of religion. Okay, so they didn't really want to try to establish this authoritative government, the central authority. Okay, they wanted to have their own rights and their own standards within their own state. So they were like, forget it. We don't want to have this central government. Okay. So 55 delegates, including the founding fathers, which we already know, right? We already know the founding fathers. George Washington, James Madison, Ben Franklin, and Alexander Hamilton. I thought that was pretty cool in the reading today, too, with the turkey. I don't know if you guys read that or not. Ben Franklin wanted the symbol to be the turkey, not the eagle. But he was outvoted. Couldn't imagine turkey, like on a flag or something, That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. He thought the eagle was too aggressive. He thought, you know what, we can't show the people that we're aggressive nature. That's not good. But hey, it's powerful. All right. So who was there? Continued. Oldest, Ben Franklin. Youngest, Jonathan Dayton. Notable no-shows. Oh, no-shows. John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry said, forget about it. I ain't going. No way. And this has helped create the Democratic Republican Party, the anti-federalists. Okay. This is where we see the first political parties emerging from the creation of our Constitution, already from the beginning, people that have different ideas and opinions on what government should be. And they had debates just like yesterday. I don't know if it was that bad. Well, actually, they fought tooth and nail. Yeah. They fought like hellions, like UFC matches in these political buildings, which I think is pretty neat, pretty cool. So John Adams was in London. He was talking about some disputes and issues right after the Revolutionary War. Thomas Jefferson was in Paris trying to figure out the debt issue and talk about some revolutionary ideas in France because they were going through a lot of problems and issues at the same time. And let's face it, they helped us out. If it wasn't for France, who knows if we would have won our independence. Never know. And Patrick Henry said, I don't want to have a strong central government. I don't want to have a national government. The state should have, freely run their community the way they would want and desire. And the big thing, why did they meet? Is because they wanted to revise the Articles of Confederation. Right? They wanted to revise the Articles of Confederation. So at the time of this meeting, they didn't think, this was going to be called a constitutional convention. There was no such language or verbiage, right? They just thought, you know what, we want to try to revise these articles and change them because it's not working. And we all remember the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation, right? Do we have to go through them again? Lydia's like, please, no, for the love of God, don't do it. Right? So we won't go through, and we all know all the 6 weaknesses that we talked about. All right, is there any questions on that, guys? Any questions at all? Devin? Anything? Okay. All right, so I have an assignment for you. Just post on Google Classroom. Should have, anyhow. Let's just check it out. So this is just a review and help you understand some of these constitutional influences here. Class work. Here it is, Wednesday, 9/30/20. Yep, we're right. Okay, so I had to take pictures of it. For some reason, I didn't have it on the online textbook. That's okay. I just went in and took pictures of it so that we're not passing books around or anything. Everybody at home can check it out. So you're going to fill out this activity here. It says examine the following primary source documents from page 802 to 808, which are the pictures that I attached, okay? Magna Carta, English Bill of Rights, Mayflower Compact, and Fundamental Orders of Connecticut. Discuss, choose 4 laws found in Magna Carta, 3 laws in English Bill of Rights, 1 law from the Mayflower Compact, and 2 laws from the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut that sound familiar to laws that we have today. Okay, so read the directions careful, and please fill that out using these pictures here to help you out, okay? So I had to take them from the book. Unfortunately, I didn't have the online textbook. Oh, look at that. I don't know how to flip it. Maybe I can flip it. You guys can figure it out. Maybe you have to lock your screen so then you can turn it and then it won't move on you. I'm sorry. I can't believe it did that. It should be okay. You're smart. You'll all figure it out. Right, Lydia? Oh, it's too difficult. This is too hard. Okay, there you go. That's due for tomorrow. Start a class. You have, wow, 11 minutes to work on it. 10 minutes.
You should be able to get that finished.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Nothing else around.
Yeah, hold. Watching Fortnite videos. All right, that's all I got for today. See you later.
Oh,